Morning. So I just woke up very happy because I hit my sleep goal. Today I've slept for 7 hours and 48 minutes. And today we're going to talk about a book. Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. It's Lydia here. Good morning. It's now 7:29 a.m. If you're new to this channel, in this channel I just usually share some of the things that I used to change my lifestyle by building a healthy routine, by going to the gym, and by reading more books. And occasionally I share some of the fun things happening in my life. Today is another episode of my book club series. So today we're going to talk about a more relaxing topic, sleep. And this book is by Matthew Walker, Why We Sleep. I don't know about you, but me at least, I have all sorts of different questions about sleep. So if you're like me, this book is exactly the book that you need. It's a good guide on how to have a better sleep at night and what outcome it has on our day-to-day life. The author has divided this book into 4 parts: what, why, how, and more. So I want to talk to you about this book into 3 things I learned. 1 superpower, 1 magic number, and 1 big dream. Let's dive right into it. So the first part is about what is the sleep. Sleep is actually our most powerful superpower. The book goes on to talk about the different stages of sleep. Say for example, the NREM sleep, non-rapid eye movement sleep. The other is the rapid eye movement sleep, and those 2 stages are basically going to dominate our sleep. I like this quote from this book. It says, "Through an astonishing act of self-organization, many thousands of brain cells have all decided to unite, sing, or fire in time." That's what happens when we're sleeping. That's the magic about sleep. When we're sleeping, our brain and all those neurons start to do its work. Sleep is not only good for your brain, but also good for your body. In this book, several studies shows that it's also helpful for us to create this muscle memory that we need. And the third part is sleep is super good for our mood. Like last night, because I was trying to get myself ready to record this video in the morning, and I was rereading this book. Just as the author said, oh, I wouldn't feel bad if you're reading this book and want to go to bed. Like that is exactly the thing I want to do, because the more I look into it, the more I realize that sleep is so important. So last night I have almost 8 hours of sleep. Just feels so refreshing. I woke up in a very good mood and ready to take on the day. In the book, it also listed other evidence or studies on why it is good for your mood. In a nutshell, when we're in our dreams and in our sleep, it's going to take away the bad feelings that you have for those day-to-day events, but just analyze what happened, what's the takeaway that you have. Sleep is really our superpower. It's good for our brain, it's good for our body, and it's good for our mood. And the second thing I learned is 1 magic number, 7. 7 hours is the least amount of sleep that you should get every day. Numerous study has shown that recommended hours 7 to 9 hours. Before reading this book, I was one of those person probably saying, oh, I don't need that many hours of sleep. You know, my sleep quality is good. I was never having any trouble falling asleep. I used to sleep around 5 to 6 hours, or a little bit more than 6 hours. After I read this book, there is a quote in this book saying that yes, most of the people think that they can sleep 6 hours and it's enough, because they have never experienced what it feels like when you sleep for 7 hours and have a good night of sleep. That's when it hit me. The more I read about it, the more I realized that because in sleep we have all those patterns, some of the very important part of the sleep, the REM sleep, happen in a later half of our nights. It's more towards the morning. My old sleep pattern, when I went to bed at around 12 and wake up at 6, those necessary REM sleep are not going to catch up, helping me to perform better for the next day. So ever since I read this book last year in July, I've been trying everything I can to sleep for 7 hours. That's just one main takeaway, and I think more and more people need to know that. It's maybe the cheapest and the best way that you can improve your health, your memory, and your mood in a good night of sleep. Third part is 1 big dream. Before I read this book, I've never realized that dreams are so important. In our day-to-day life, we receive numerous information when we're awake. When we fall asleep, the non-rapid eye movement, the NREM sleep, is the one that's going to do the reflection work, as it quotes in the book, basically transfer and make safe newly learned information into long-term storage sites of the brain. The REM sleep, which is our delicious dream sleep, is the one that actually do the integration. It's going to takes these freshly minted memories and begins colliding them with the entire back catalog of your life's autobiography. To think about it this way, dream sleep is the sleep that is going to help you understand who you are, what's your backstory, and you wake up next day ready to write the next page. As it quotes from the book, we can awake the next morning with new solutions to previously intractable problems, or even be infused with radically new and original ideas. Dreams are so important for us to become smarter. Just put it as simple as that. So that old saying, sleep on it, it's actually super true, but I would rather say dream on it. So when you actually have the dream sleep, those unobvious connections will be able to jump through layers connected together in the dream sleep. Another quote from the book, it talks about how we create during our dreams. It is the difference between knowledge, retention of individual facts, and wisdom, knowing what they all mean when you fit them together. Or, said more simply, learning versus comprehension. REM sleep allows your brain to move beyond the former and truly grasp the later. Because sometimes when I think about dreams, I always think that, oh, because I dream so much, my sleep quality might not be that good. I remember it was about a year, I didn't remember any dreams that I have. And then I realized because I didn't sleep enough, maybe the dreams doesn't have time to kick in. Now I have dreams, I will be very happy. Maybe my mind has already figured out something that I didn't realize in real life, and it's going to help me tremendously. So those are the 3 things I learned from this book. I have an extra part here about the things I wish I had known earlier. One is about alcohol. Alcohol is one of the most powerful suppressors of REM sleep that we know of. According to studies, it's going to depress your REM sleep. And like we mentioned, all know that how important REM sleep is. Me personally, I quit drinking around 2 years ago, and ever since I read this book, that just solidified my beliefs, even so that I will never drink alcohol again. And like, there's nothing wrong with your occasionally enjoying 1 or 2 glasses of red wine. Just make sure that you don't do it too often. You can also enjoy life. The second part is we all need 7 hours of sleep. It's very few people they can manage to go through their lives to function properly without 7 hours of sleep. The data shows that there is but a fraction of 1% of the population who are truly resilient to the effects of chronic sleep restrictions to all levels of brain function. Like, I know what you're thinking. I used to think that I'm one of those person, but the statistics shows that you'll be more likely to struck by lightning, the lifetime odds being 1 in 12,000, being truly capable of functioning and sleep less. Yeah, just get enough to sleep, just prioritize that. We all know what it's like. When we're lying in bed, a lot of times we're thinking, oh, I've already done a great deal of job today, I will have to enjoy myself. I will just play with my phone, randomly chat with friends. Maybe try to put away your phone before you go to bed. The third thing, sleep deprived make you gain weight. The studies have shown that they put the people into 2 groups. The people who has been sleep deprived actually ate 300 calories more each day. We have mentioned the statistics about 3,500 calories equals to 1 pound. 300 calories more each day, then over time, extra calories in your body, and you're going to gain weight, and you feel like you're not happy, and then you lying in bed feeling anxious, and the stuff you start binge eating. It's just never ending. Let's just put the phone away and try to sleep better. In the very end of this book, the author also gave us 12 tips for healthy sleep. I will put the link down below so that you can find it. Overall, it's just that you need to have a regular schedule to go to sleep. Make your bedroom a bedroom, just a bed, nothing else. The LED light is very disruptive to our sleep pattern. Try not to use too much of your phone or switch it to night mode so it releases less blue light. The temperature is very important. We sleep better when it's 18 Celsius or 64 Fahrenheit. Avoid alcohol and avoid caffeine if you can. I couldn't. So I was trying to drink less coffee after 2 o'clock. It actually makes a difference, at least for myself. Last one, I want to share 2 apps that I use for my sleep. The first is from Apple. It's called Sleep. You can see that last night I have a very good night of sleep, 7 hours and 39 minutes. It allows you to edit your sleep pattern. I currently set it to 11:15. What's good about this, because we all tend to use our phones before we sleep, it reminds you, okay, your sleep time is 15 minutes away. You can wind down now, and then now you can do the daily things before you go to bed with no regret. Put the phone away and start sleeping. The other app I've been using it for 2 years. It's called Sleep Cycle. So it's like this. 3 kinds of mode. You can choose what time you want to wake up. This mode is wake up 30 minutes before your set time. Or you can just directly set one that's no wake up window. Or you can set a no alarm, only sleep analysis. The good thing about this app, it's actually going to wake you up and your light is asleep. We all have that feeling. When the alarm hits, we were like, oh, I don't want to wake up. This app is going to help you. This is my sleep pattern last night. It wakes me up when I was almost awake, so that when I wake up, I have no remorse. I just wake up. So those are the 2 apps I think is very helpful for me. So that's the end of today's video. Another installment of our book club theory while we sleep. This is also a great book. I would recommend everybody to read it. I hope that after reading this book, or while you're reading this book, you start building this good sleep pattern that helps you to become a healthier, happier person. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please consider doing so. I'll see you next time.